What if I told you? Horses can feel your heartbeat before you ever say a word. That when you're calm, they breathe easier. When you're anxious, they sense it and mirror it. For centuries, we've ridden beside them, worked with them, and admired their power. But beneath their strength lies something far more profound. A deep, emotional intelligence that connects us beyond language. In this world of noise and words, horses remind us that the truest form of communication is silence, a rhythm shared between hearts. Today, we journey into that silence, to explore how horses understand, comfort, and connect with us in ways science is only beginning to explain. This is Wild Animal Planet, where the wild speaks softly, but powerfully. Horses don't speak, but they listen in ways few creatures can. They read the world through energy, through rhythm, through feeling. Every breath, every movement, every heartbeat. They notice it all. Studies show horses can detect changes in human heart rate and stress levels from several feet away. When we're nervous, they tense. When we relax, they follow our calm. This sensitivity isn't weakness, it's wisdom, a survival instinct refined over thousands of years in the wild. In herds, this emotional awareness keeps them alive. One heartbeat changes, and the entire group feels it. Among humans, it forms something extraordinary, a silent bridge between species, where emotion becomes the language and empathy the guide. To understand a horse is to let them feel who you are, not just see you. In the wild, empathy isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. Every herd thrives on emotional connection, a bond woven through shared awareness and silent communication. When one horse feels fear, the others sense it immediately and react as one. This isn't coincidence, it's emotional synchronization, a kind of collective intelligence that flows through the herd like a heartbeat. Grooming, grazing, even play, all of it strengthens their emotional ties. These gestures say what words never could: you're safe. I'm with you. In their harmony, we see empathy at its purest, a world where feeling is survival and unity is strength. Something remarkable happens when humans and horses share space. No commands, no words, just energy, raw, honest, and real. Horses read us more deeply than we read ourselves. They feel our emotions before we express them. Tension, fear, even grief. To them, we are open books written in movement and breath. This is why horses are used in emotional healing and trauma therapy. They don't judge, they don't analyze, they respond. When a person finds calm, the horse mirrors it. When they break down, the horse often steps closer, grounding them in presence. It's not magic. It's empathy, the oldest form of understanding, spoken without a single word. There are moments when words fail us, but horses, somehow, always understand. Studies have shown horses can detect the smallest changes in our heart rate, breathing, even muscle tension. They sense our pain through vibrations, the rhythm of our pulse, the energy we emit. When we ache, they don't walk away. They move closer. Not out of curiosity, but out of compassion. You'll see a horse lower its head, breathe slower, and match your calm. A silent promise that you're not alone. Maybe that's the secret. Empathy isn't taught. It's felt. And horses remind us that even across species, understanding is possible without a single word. In the wild, survival depends on strength, but what truly keeps a herd alive is empathy. When one horse falters, the others don't leave it behind. Mares often shield weaker members, forming a living wall against danger. Stallions, though fierce in battle, have been seen slowing their pace, urging injured herd mates forward with gentle nudges. This isn't dominance. It's connection, an unspoken code of care. Through soft whinnies, synchronized movement, and mirrored breathing, they reassure each other, you're safe. You're part of us. Their empathy isn't sentimental, it's essential. A herd that feels together, survives together. Maybe that's nature's oldest truth. Compassion isn't weakness, it's the ultimate form of strength. Horses don't just sense emotions, they respond to them. When you're tense, their muscles tighten. When you relax, so do they. It's as if they hold up a mirror to your soul. Trainers and therapists around the world use this natural sensitivity to help people reconnect, not just with animals, but with themselves. Horses don't judge, they listen. They react not to our words, but to the energy beneath them, teaching us the power of calm presence and emotional honesty. Every moment spent with a horse reminds us, communication doesn't always need sound. Sometimes, understanding flows through stillness, trust, and shared silence. And in that space, both species heal together. What seems like emotional intuition might actually be measurable. Studies have revealed that horses can synchronize their heartbeats and breathing patterns with the humans near them, a phenomenon known as co-regulation. When a person is anxious, a horse's heart rate spikes too. But when calm energy is restored, both rhythms fall in perfect harmony. This biological link could explain why equine therapy is so effective for trauma recovery and stress reduction. Scientists also discovered that horses remember emotional experiences. They can distinguish a smiling human from an angry one, even hours later. It's not just recognition, it's emotional intelligence. So when we say a horse feels what you feel, it's not poetic, it's physiology. The science is finally catching up with what horse lovers have known for centuries. Spend enough time with horses, and you begin to realize something profound. They don't just respond to us, they reflect us. Every fear, every hesitation, every moment of calm, it's mirrored right back, without judgment, without words. Horses remind us that connection isn't built through control. It's built through trust, patience, and presence. They teach us to listen before we speak, to breathe before we act, and to lead with empathy, not dominance. In a world full of noise, horses invite us back to silence, the kind that heals, teaches, and connects. And maybe that's their greatest gift to humankind, showing us that true understanding begins when we finally learn to feel. From the silent gestures of trust to the unspoken bonds of understanding, horses teach us that empathy transcends words. Every glance, every nuzzle, every shared breath tells a story of connection, a story we can all learn from. If this journey touched you,